Brother Ron, and welcome to We All Be News Radio and TV, the news-free Dixie for the 21st century.
Good evening, boys and girls, scholars and laymen, to the wokish and the sleepish. This is your brother Ron with another wonderful, entertaining, let's say edutaining, that's what I meant, infotaining edition of The Art of It Thinks, Thought Provocateur. Now, I want to give a quick update. I want to thank everybody for checking out the last video I did about the Kobe Bryant tragedy. We lost, Kobe and his beautiful daughter Gianna, aka Gigi, along with 7 other seemingly wonderful and beautiful human beings in a helicopter crash on Sunday before the Grammys. Now, I don't think everybody gave me a lot of good information, feedback, and encouragement. And in the spirit of Mamba, I want to thank my haters too out there. Because we all know that your haters are your biggest fans as well as supporters. So I thank the haters. People want to say stuff about my style. It's unique. Nobody has my style. God only made one, Brother Ron Cortez heard the second. Yes, I'm a junior, I'm a second, but the first ain't like the second. Because there's know that the best is yet to come. And for all you haters out there, drinking that hater aid. Let me announce it, the hater aid. Talking about Baba Dick Gregory will be cursing me out. Remember, I was standing in the gap for a lot of you scared folks out there that would send me texts and DMs and voicemails and call me and say, Brother Ron, can you ask Baba Dick this? See, y'all, I had people came to me and said, Brother Ron, I would like to meet Baba Dick Gregory, but I'm afraid he'll cuss me out. So you got to understand, Baba Dick was a drill sergeant getting people ready. He was trying to weed out the weak from the strong. Understand this. I'm one of Baba's chosen. This is my platform. You don't have to listen to what I got to say. You got a lot of other people with opinions out here. I'm just doing what I was called to do. I answered the call. I accepted the mission. And I'm going to live it out to the last drop, to the last breath in my body. It's Illuminati. It's Illuminati. It's Illuminati. Okay? So let's get with this. I want to thank the people in the comment sections who were constructive with information. Shout out to Aaron Smith. I saw your comment about Kobe's situation. I didn't know about this until today. Kobe's situation with the pharmaceutical companies. A lot of people don't know that Kobe was in a heated legal battle in the courts, in the U.S. court, not the basketball court. He was in a battle with high-tech pharmaceuticals over the trademark issue surrounding his name, his nickname, the Black Mamba. From my understanding, this has been going on for several years now. They were in the process of setting a court date, but I think Kobe wanted to be postponed, working out a settlement with the company. Black Mamba, high-tech pharmaceuticals wanted to use the Black Mamba. They wanted to trademark that for a line of product they were developing. But Kobe said that's a problem because he's been well known for using the nickname Black Mamba for years. Even Nike has embraced his nickname as a part of his a powerful brand. And so he thought it would be confusion because they'll say, well, this Black Mamba stuff is endorsed by Kobe. It's understandable. It's overstandable. But we know Big Pharma is another form of the mob. All this stuff is mob. U.S. government, everybody's a gang, a mafia, a familia, a family. You know what I'm saying? American culture is all about the gangsterism. So y'all should do yourselves a favor and Google that up while you still can, because they are most definitely scrubbing the internet. Censorship, fascism is real. Excuse me. Fascism, internet censorship is real. They're getting rid of all this information. Your best bet is to download, screenshot, save this somewhere, back it up on iCloud or whatever you got to do, because they're taking the stuff out, right? So let me read something from a Yahoo about the Kobe Bryant thing. This article on Yahoo talking about this situation with Kobe. It says Kobe Bryant trying to settle Black Mamba battle with pharma company. This came out January 6, 2020. January the 6th, 2020. 2020 vision with the magic glasses prescription. 2020 vision with the magic glasses prescription. Let me read a little bit. Kobe Bryant is trying to hash out a settlement in the battle with a pharma company over Black Mamba before heading to trial. According to court documents obtained by The Blast, Kobe is informing the court he is attempting to work out a deal with the pharma company High-Tech Pharmaceuticals over his famous nickname. The document reads, the parties are actively engaged in the negotiations for the settlement of this matter. Kobe Incorporated requests that this proceeding be suspended for 30 days to allow the parties to continue their settlement efforts. Okay, I got that. Back in December, the NBA legend suffered a huge setback in the battle over Black Mamba. The United States Patent and Trademark Office denied Bryant's attempt to wrap up the battle. Bryant has been fighting the pharmaceutical company High-Tech Pharmaceuticals for years. High-Tech has been attempting to trademark Black Mamba Hyper Rush. Bryant is fighting them being able to trademark it, accusing them of ripping off his famous nickname. The United States Patent and Trademark Office shut down Kobe's motion for summary judgment, asking for them to avoid High-Tech's trademark applications. They said that the case would move forward and the parties would go to trial. They believe the evidence shows there is still much to be determined. The board stated there is evidence in the record that opposer admits that there is a species of snake known as Black Mamba. Bryant derived his nickname, Black Mamba, from the Quentin Tarantino movie Kill Bill, and that Black Mamba is also the nickname of the boxer Roger Mayweather. The order stated at a minimum there is a genuine dispute as to whether the term Black Mamba points uniquely and unmistakably to Bryant. They ended. We find that in view of the aforementioned use by others of the term Black Mamba, there is a genuine dispute as to whether the public would reasonably assume a connection between Bryant and applicant's goods. The case is set to trial, or is set to head to trial. Now I'm gonna read a little bit more on this in it. Back in 2015, the pharma company High-Tech Pharmaceuticals filed to trademark the name Black Mamba Hyper Rush to use to sell a line of ephedra-based diet pills. Kobe's team filed to trademark his Black Mamba name 1 year after High-Tech. Bryant and the pharma company have been battling it out since 2017 after Bryant demanded their trademarks not be approved, fearing it would cause confusion with consumers. He argued that most people connect him with Black Mamba. He even pointed to Nike using Hyper, their products, which would cause confusion with the diet pill name. High-Tech fired back to Bryant's opposition, calling him a bully and accusing him of overreaching his trademark rights to maliciously block their trademark. The battle is ongoing. Beyonce is dealing with her own battle over Blue Ivy. The article ends by mentioning Beyonce. That's scary because we know they moved the Grammys up. Normally, the Grammys is after the Super Bowl. It's the weekend after the Super Bowl. But the Grammys was moved up before Super Bowl week started in the Staples Center, where Kobe Bryant used to play home games with the Lakers, the house that Kobe built. And who died before the Grammys just several hours before it began? Kobe Bryant in L.A. Remember what happened with Whitney Houston, who died before the Grammys. And they actually was having a pre-Grammy party downstairs while her naked body was laying cold on the floor. The pre-Grammy party was, of course, hosted by her mentor, Clive Davis. A lot of Clive Davis clients and proteges are no longer with us, but he's making long money off of them. You see how it works. Is Beyonce next, God forbid? But like my friend used to tell me, my Jegna, I don't call him a mentor because we know what mentors really are, or the definition of a mentor back in those Roman days. But he's my Jegna. The righteous ancestor, Mr. Emerson Abel Jr., used to tell me all the time that run, nobody dies a natural death in show business. Run, nobody dies a natural death in show business. Run, nobody dies a natural death in show business. What happened to Kobe and his little girl, Gigi, and them 7 other people on that helicopter, that's not a natural death. Kobe is on the 3rd NBA MVP to have transition. All the other NBA MVPs are alive and well. The 3 besides Kobe, Moses Malone, who also has a connection to Philadelphia. He came out of high school, played for the Philadelphia 76ers. Philadelphia is Kobe's hometown. His father, Joe Bean, or Jelly Bean, or String Bean Bryant, played for the Philadelphia 76ers. And Wilt Chamberlain, who's also connected to Philadelphia. So the 3 deceased NBA MVPs all have connections to Philadelphia. If I'm not mistaken, isn't Wilt Chamberlain from Philadelphia too? Philly connected sports legends. Where did LeBron pass Kobe? Playing against Philadelphia 76ers in Philadelphia, where he met Kobe at the 2001 NBA All-Star game. Kobe gave him his sneakers. He said it was one size too small. What was the last tweet about from Kobe? It was about congratulating LeBron James on passing him. He keeps on passing me by. You see how it works. I see this stuff that's coming to me now because the ancestors are guiding me. I'm not trying to play no games. I don't want to be your leader. Just help me support what we're doing so I can do more of this more often. Because I'm working on 40 hours, man. I will also advise the Kobe Bryant estate to trademark or whatever copyright the Mamba mentality. Not only fight this still in court, but also copyright the Mamba mentality. See, it's a joke that said about the Patent and Trademark Office was developed to steal black folks' intellectual property. Think about it. We just found out not too long ago that the person who basically invented tampons and the maxi pad and the toilet paper holder was a black woman. The patent people would not give her trademark or copyright, whatever, a patent for her sanitation napkin, which is aka the tampon. It took her 30 years to be recognized for her invention. I believe she got the patent in 1956. She also invented the toilet paper holder. We see that everywhere in commercial settings, in private homes. Everybody has the toilet paper holder, right? And she invented the maxi pad, the tampon. But did she die a billionaire? Was she one of the wealthiest people in America? She was a florist, arranging, maybe that's her love, arranging flowers and stuff, a florist. Had a floral shop in Washington, D.C., from my understanding. But did she die a billionaire? Are her heirs wealthy? Are they her descendants? Are they millionaires at least or billionaires? See how it is that black folks could invent all this stuff and still end up poor or working poor or barely middle class or barely existing. What's going on when we invent all this stuff? It was a black man that invented dry cleaning. The first patent went to a black man for the invention of dry cleaning. Are his descendants wealthy and well off? Where are they at? Why are we so obsessed with celebrities, basketball players, and movie stars when we have black folks inventing things? But we see the pattern of when you try to control your intellectual property as a black person, they murder by numbers. Murder by numbers. Study numerology. Study gematria. Study anything. The universe is ran on numbers. This is a matrix. We're in a video game, basically. You understand? Numbers. You break all this stuff down to numbers. For example, Kobe was drafted in 1996 in the NBA draft, right? I think A.L. was the first. That was one of the deepest drafts of all time. Some of the greatest players came out that draft. A.I. and Kobe stand out. Kobe went, what was his number in the draft? He was 13. How old was Gigi when she died with Kobe? She was 13. And that was his legacy. But they say his basketball legacy dies with his daughter. She was gonna be the heir apparent. You know what I'm saying? She was getting ready when they tried to have. I guess they have 4 daughters because they've been trying to have a son. But whenever people said, "Well, Kobe, are you gonna have a son? You gonna try for a son?" Then you say, "Well, Gigi basically said, well, he said she got it. She got this." So it's sad we lost so much that day. We will never understand the total loss. But you understand what I'm saying? Kobe went 13th in the NBA draft. His daughter was 13. She died with him on a helicopter crash. Is that his legacy dying? You think about January 1st, we lost NBA Commissioner David Stern, the visionary behind what is now known as this global phenomenon, the National Basketball Association. We lost David Stern January 1st. Then before Kobe died, we lost Morgan Wooten, the legendary high school basketball coach at DeMartha High School out of Maryland. He was the first high school basketball coach who his whole career was in high school basketball. He sent about 13 NBA. He created, his program produced 13 NBA players and phenoms, including Adrian Dantley, the great Adrian Dantley, who's in the Hall of Fame, and also Danny Ferry, all-time college great, of course, Duke, but also an NBA bust. Danny Ferry did not deliver the goods in professional sports, but he went on to become an executive, whatever. He had a thriving career both on the court and in the suites. So, but they came out of that program. At the time of his retirement, he was the most winning, or the winningest coach in high school basketball history. Almost had a 900, well, he had, I guess, 86 or 87% winning percentage. Excuse me. So his winning percentage all time was close to, I think it was 0.869%. So he won overwhelmingly majority of his games. So he died on Tuesday at the age of 88. Y'all research the meaning behind 88. That's a powerful number. So he died on Tuesday, right? Kobe came out of high school, right? And went straight to the pros. Think about what I'm saying. That happened on Tuesday. Then you had the NBA debut of Zion. Long awaited NBA debut of Zion. Who is Zion? Y'all know who I'm Zion. Zion from Duke. Zion from Duke, right? From Duke. Zion. Whose name? Zion Williamson. That's his name. Zion Williamson. Played for the New Orleans Pelicans. Came out of Duke. The Blue Devils. Name is Zion. Zionism. Zion Williamson. You remember that incident where his Nikes exploded on him, right? They burst open. Almost had an injury that could have been a career-ending one. He ended up going to the pros after that, situation. See, so much stuff that's happening. I can't make this up. It's like a Hollywood movie because it is a Hollywood or Hollyweird movie. You have the NBA commissioner who died, who basically, steered the NBA into what it is now. Magic Johnson said he was an angel, was his angel. Remember when Magic Johnson, I can still remember that day when Magic Johnson had that press conference saying he had HIV, whatever. You had Larry Bird crying, other people just crying like he died. And now it's almost what? That was like 91. We're in 2020. It makes you wonder. Did Magic really have that, or was it something else? If you follow We All Be, Baba Dick always said it was something else. There's something more to that. About gambling in the mob, point shaving, things of that. I don't know. See, Dick had information. He had a team of researchers. He had all type of sources. He was very trusted by the people. And people still don't know what we lost in Dick Gregory in terms of the things he done to affect history. But that's another time and segment. But I'm throwing all this out there for y'all, that you're not hearing from other places. Y'all are aware of the phenomenon of predictive programming. You saw that Comedy Central is trying to cover up its tracks with the Legends of Chamberlain Heights, that weird, macabre situation where they predicted Kobe's demise through a helicopter crash. But the people out there, that's why you got to download all the stuff back it up on cloud because they're trying to scrub and censor everything and they're trying to change the narrative. We got to reclaim that narrative. We got to teach the babies. Stop sending them to school thinking they're going to learn who they are at school. You don't learn who you are at school. You learn how to behave, how to be programmed, indoctrinated into the system. Break this matrix. I know we love Super Bowls and bread and circuses, but this is all a distraction. This ain't Pilot's era. This is demonic design. This is nothing. You can't blame that Pilot. This happened way before Sunday. The things that are set in motion. So Comedy Central did that thing. They trying to cover their tracks, but people out there, I think the people, the truth seekers out there, keep on reposting that video. Repost that video all around the place and back it up. Now I start thinking about Comedy Central. Now I understand better now. God is revealing stuff, the divine. Remember we used to joke about Dave Chappelle? Everybody can recall when Dave Chappelle ran away from that $50 million deal. The deal, right? He ran to Africa, right? They're trying to paint him as crazy on drugs and all this stuff. Now he's back bigger than ever. But think about this. What made that Dave Chappelle show unique? It was one segment. What? Charlie Murphy's True Hollywood Stories or something like that, right? Charlie Murphy. The Darkness Twins. Darkness. It revitalized and brought back Rick James to a new generation of people. Like the internet resurrected and brought back Dick Gregory, reintroduced him to a new generation of people before he passed on. This was doing Dick's Uranus Return. Y'all should Google Uranus Return. That's why Dick got all them flowers while he was still here, because he lived long enough, he endured. That's a Uranus Return. So Rick James, somebody said that maybe that fame killed him, that renewed interest in his life. Because I'm Rick James, man. B.I.B.I. I'm Rick James, right? Think about Charlie Murphy, Rick James, even Prince were featured greatly in those skits and segments. All three are now dead as of 2020. Rick James went first. Prince followed some years later, but then Charlie Murphy died the next year. All three of them guys, blood sacrifices. Dave Chappelle come back. I love Dave Chappelle, but he don't look skinny. He's all buff and stuff. People tell me, well, he's been cloned. I don't know about this stuff. They clone meat. They clone animals. Why not humans? But I'm not going to get into all that. I just want y'all to think. Dave Chappelle run away from Comedy Central after that $50 million deal, an offer they made that he refused and went to Africa, allegedly. And y'all do know that Dave Chappelle's mom was hand-selected by the great Congo Prime Minister, Patrice Lumumba, to head his dam project, his Congo Dam project. Look that up. Dave Chappelle ain't just no joke. He comes from a family of very accomplished and educated people on both sides of his family. He got a great grandfather who was a bishop in AME Church, an African Methodist Episcopal Church. Also, he was a president of the not Arsenal Jones, but the Richard Allen University down in South Carolina. So Dave Chappelle comes from a very well educated, well accomplished, achieved family, whatever. So look that up. It's interesting. But 3 folks died that's connected to Dave Chappelle. And now he's bigger than ever. Bigger as far as size, muscular, and also bigger in terms his stand-up specials on Netflix are bananas. People are really eating them up. He's making millions more than he would have made with just a $50 million deal. I'm not saying he signed a deal, but it's something to think about. Like Mr. Abel said, nobody dies a natural death in show business. And Beyonce, you think about, it was just Sam Cooke's birthday on January 22nd. He died at the Masonic age of 33. That's the same age Jesus died, and Nipsey Hussle died at 33. You understand? So you gotta look at all this stuff. And I'm not doing hocus pocus with it. Like I said, this is just surface things I'm pointing out. But because I have the 2020 vision with the magic glasses prescription, people think, oh, run this, run that. But I just want to share that with you all. Look at all this stuff over the pharmaceutical companies. Because the same folks behind Big Pharma are also, or were behind Big Oil. You look at the Rockefellers. Look at all this stuff. You look at the Rothschilds. All this stuff is real. Illuminati been real. Only thing about Illuminati is like the devil. They convince you that it doesn't exist, but they hide it in plain sight. If you just connect the dots, la 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 la, connect the dots. But think about it: the deceased, the only deceased NBA MVPs, all have Philadelphia connections. Kobe Bryant, Moses Malone, and Wilt the Stilt Chamberlain. Nobody's talking. It's we all be. That's why I don't trust the numbers. You know what I'm saying? The algorithms, I don't trust them because nobody's putting this stuff out there like we all be. So I just want to share that with you all. It's unfortunate that this happened to brother Kobe, but I heard a recent interview with T Mac, his probably his best friend. They both came up together. They knew each other before the fame and the glory and the adulation. He said on an interview on the Drump on ESPN, look up this interview, save that too, because they might screw up that up. T Mac said that when they was coming up through the ranks, that Kobe told him that he wanted to have a career better than Michael Jordan's and then die young. He wanted to be immortalized. He wanted to live forever. He wanted to be forever young and never grow old. And he said this several times. And then the lady who was hosting the program said that when he was younger, right? It was like, you can't, I mean, I don't know what Kobe actually said, but if that's his closest friend, and he said that, that sounded like to me Kobe made that deal and he knew one day he had to pay the piper. But I don't think he knew the interest that would have been accrued in paying the piper and honoring that deal. It's sad, man. It's really sad. But he was a huge blood sacrifice. He was so huge that they had to move the Grammys up a couple weeks in advance. When no be the second weekend in February, they moved up to the last weekend in January, right before Super Bowl. They spending the Super Bowl week. They should be talking about football. They talking about a basketball player. Look at all the sports. I mean, all this stuff is distraction, breads, and circuses. But I just want to put that out there, family. Thank you all. I will have more to come, but I just want to put that out while it's on my mind because I'm doing the Mamba mentality in terms of I'm attacking, I'm being relentless and truth seeking. If you like the words from Brother Herb, please spread the word. We All Be TV while you still can on YouTube. We All Be TV. Support the movement. Knowledge is the currency of the universe, but knowledge ain't free, man. You got to pay a tax for knowledge. Trust me, I'm paying the tax for knowledge. Help me, help a brother out. Cash App, $ R2C2H2. Once again, that's Cash App, $ R2C2H2. Google Pay or PayPal. Email R2C2H2 at gmail.com. Once again, that's R2C2H2 at gmail.com. Oh, one more thing. Allen Iverson. Guess who he played for in his prime? He's most associated with what team? The Philadelphia 76ers. Another Philly connection. Then who did the Lakers play in the 2001 finals? Allen Iverson and the Philadelphia 76ers. See how it works? God bless you all. You also can buy Art of His Gear at our official Teespring location. Also, you go to r2c2h2.com. That's r2c2h2.com and purchase Art of His Art. Now, I'm gonna get my life together. I'm gonna live that Mamba mentality, but they need to trademark that. The state need to trademark the Mamba mentality, and they need to keep on fighting for the rights to the Black Mamba. Because I mean, yeah, Roger Mayweather, he ain't Floyd Mayweather. Then this other company, Kobe did more to promote the Black Mamba than any of them ever did. I mean, he's a worldwide phenomenon. He's bigger than basketball. It's like Tupac is bigger than rap. Kobe is bigger than basketball. To me, the way Kobe approached basketball was like a mad scientist. It's kind of like how Ted Williams approached the art of hitting in baseball. But what they did that was so brilliant, they focused so much on their craft that their craft, the things they learned about their craft, could be translated into different areas of human activity of living life, the so-called game of life. So I'm gonna leave out on that note. In the words of Great Duke Ellington, we love you. Madly, keep on producing and pushing. Mamba out.
Hey everybody, this is Brother Ron. I am asking you all to do me a big favor. Think about supporting the We All Be movement. Your donation is tax deductible. The We All Be Group Incorporated is a recognized 501c3. And I'm just asking you all because I want to keep on bringing y'all quality work through the way that I know how to do best. And I'm going to sing my praises and toot my horn. A lot of y'all were not hip to Dick Gregory until Brother Ron brought him on the We All Be platform, until that jingle review we did. Y'all seen another side of Judge Joe Brown, and Judge Joe Brown's message has been amplified. But it was We All Be that brought Judge Joe Brown to y'all back in 2014. And so many others. And we covered so many things. So help us out so we can help you all. Peace.